Are you looking for peace of mind at your doorstep? Look no further. With the Blink Video Doorbell, your home's entrance is always within your control. Check out the link in the video description to learn more and get your Blink Video Doorbell on Amazon. Your home is in your hands.
The mystery over Nintendo's surprise horror game has deepened, with the revelation that it's considerably darker than previously thought. Nintendo acting strangely is the most normal thing possible for the company, but, even by their standards, Wednesday's reveal of what appears to be a brand new horror game was odd. Apart from the name Emio, or the Smiling Man, as it translates to in Japan, nothing is known about what the game is, who is making it or where it's suddenly come from. The only image so far is of a creepy-looking man with a paper bag on his head, but the age rating information from the Australian version of the trailer reveals that the game features strong themes, violence, and suicide references, as well as violence, cruelty, domestic abuse, and suicide themes. There's no further information. The details are just in the age rating displays at the start of the trailer, but they are very specific and suggest a considerably more serious horror game than you'd expect from Nintendo. Although it's still not confirmed if Nintendo themselves are publishing the game, that is certainly the impression they're giving, since it got a simultaneous reveal across all their websites and social media, in both Japan and the West. Nintendo has dabbled with horror games before, with the likes of Eternal Darkness and Project Zero, but while the latter does touch on some serious issues, the games have generally been on the schlockier, more fantastical end of the horror spectrum. That doesn't seem to be what's happening here, although the one caveat is that Australia, surprisingly, has the strictest content standards in the West, and it is possible they're overstating how big a part of the game's story these elements are. The only other thing to go on at the moment is the suggestion that the developer may be Bloober Team, the developer behind the disappointing The Medium and the controversial remake of Silent Hill 2. Although they specialize in horror games, many have questioned how good they really are at them. But as soon as Emio was announced, fans brought up recent comments about how they were working on a Nintendo exclusive called Project M, possibly short for mature. They never explicitly state that Nintendo is publishing the game, but they do talk about the project being low budget and opening up their second-party portfolio. We are working on it in cooperation with the world's best game creators for Nintendo platforms, so we cannot afford to create just a decent game, they said according to Polish site Strefa in Westero. If you take that at face value, then it does seem to suggest that Bloober Team is involved. However, talking about things openly like this is not going to endear them to Nintendo. Nor is the fact that they refer to Nintendo platforms in the plural, implying the game may be a cross-gen Switch 2 game. Xbox Game Pass ditches Day 1 games and raises prices for standard tier games inbox. Is Xbox Game Pass still worth paying for? Nintendo teases new mature-rated horror game for Switch, but nobody knows what it is. The first Descendant review, A Familiar Destiny. There's no clue as to when the game may be released, but it's relatively unusual for Nintendo to announce a new title, particularly a lower-profile one, too far in advance of its release, so a Halloween launch seems a good guess. Email GameCentral@metro.co.uk, leave a comment below, follow us on Twitter, and sign up to our newsletter. To submit inbox letters and readers features more easily, without the need to send an email, just use our Submit Stuff page here. For more stories like this, check our gaming page. More, Nintendo president says company won't embrace AI like Xbox and EA. More, Wii U is officially dead as Nintendo runs out of parts for repairs. More, Nintendo's plan to stop Switch 2 console scalpers is as simple as it gets. Sign up to all the exclusive gaming content, latest releases before they're seen on the site.